Yellow, you're watching the Phoenix Box Office. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am glad to have you back, and we are going to be discussing a very important topic today, which is art. Why I draw and why I think you should too. Now, I'm going to give a lot of reasons on how art could make your life better, and it might seem a bit far-fetched, but I hope you stay tuned to the end of the video to see what I have for you today. Now, don't get scared. When I mean art, I do not mean specifically the type of art I'm making on here. See, art is a very broad topic, and I don't think it could be narrowed down to one thing and define that to be what art is objectively. However, I think art is a very broad topic, and it depends really. It depends on the factual topic that acknowledgement or appreciation is being taking place, in a sense that yes, art could be even something without paint or pencils or erasers, whatever that means. Art is something that you can appreciate in the environment around you, and it really takes many forms, and it cannot be narrowed down to one specific form. I will, however, be talking about art that is closer to paper, art that is made, with colors and pens. But I want you to know that art really can be anything. You can even find art in medicine or mathematics. It's a form of appreciation. Yes, so let's go into it. Now, I want you to know that this kind of art that I'm talking about is something you really do not need to put a lot of energy or thinking into, and I'm going to state reasons for that. But before that, I want you to listen to some of the reasons I have concerning why I do draw. Please make sure to listen carefully, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment down below on what you think on the topic that we are about to discuss. Now, my first reason for art. I enjoy art. Now, I think I might have mentioned this in a live stream on my Instagram before, but I want to talk about that again. Now, drawing has been a big part of my life ever since I can remember, and it's first I just seem to do it for fun, and truly I still am doing that, because there is this joy in putting marks down with your pen or your pencil or whatever tool, and making marks on the paper and seeing something come to life. Making something like that with your own hands, I just think it's amazing, and I don't know if you agree, but I think we can all see that art is amazing. Now, my second reason for drawing is art is a form of storytelling I really enjoy. Now, apart from drawing or art, I like to read and write a lot, and sometimes words are just not enough to express what you want to show, and sometimes art is a perfect way to do that. I love storytelling so much because again, it's a very big part of my life, and I think that it's something people should have, because stories are one of the most amazing things you can ever have. I don't know how I could explain it, but I just think that it's a form of art on its own. Now, art is one of the ways that you can tell these stories, and so it's a very perfect form of transmitting these lives and tales from lands elsewhere, to different places, just so you can appreciate and acknowledge what happens. And it just so happens that I've been acquainted with a lot of animated movies and actual movies that I enjoy the form of art that has to do with people and culture, and so that explains why I draw human beings a lot of the time. I do draw environments too, I'm just not quite there yet. My third reason for drawing is it can influence lifestyle. Now, this might seem a bit too unbelievable or preposterous, but I I can testify that art influences lifestyle, because sometimes when you are way in too deep with the relationship with colors and how they behave with each other, you can find some sort of topic in the sense beautiful or valuable in the society. And I really love that, because once you have a physical connection with art, it can influence you directly, especially when you are the one who makes it, because art is the purest form of acknowledgement. My fourth reason for drawing or for involving myself in art is I hope to reach a point where I can inspire people as well. To be honest, how I see my art right now is at a very low point. I don't think I'm doing anything useful with my art right now, because personally it's not the kind of art that inspires me. When I draw, most of the time I am not able to express what I want to show quite well, and it's kind of disappointing, because I drew for fun in the beginning, and now that I realize it has so much more to offer, I decided to put more studies into it. And so I'm at a stage where I just cannot express what I want to very well at this point in time. But I hope that one day I can get to a point where my art will move people, influence people, and inspire them to do better things. And my last but not least, at least for this video, that is art adds to the beauty of life. I don't know about you, but I do enjoy a really good sunset. Sometimes it's just amazing. Art is just an amazing thing. When you begin to study art and you start seeing them in your daily life, you begin to appreciate more and more of it, and it just blows your mind every single time. And so I'm glad that I am a part of people who are able to experience something like art and have the ability to make it and influence others as well. If you've made it this far, then that is really good, because I'm about to discuss why you should draw as well. Now, I want you to know that when I mean art, for all of you who aren't even into art or do not draw yourselves, art really could be anything, or let's start simple. You could even use a coloring book. Yes, a coloring book, because it's really isn't about what it looks like. It's about the feeling that it comes with. And so you could draw anything, and it's not supposed to look good. It should simply be able to convey the kind of expression you want it to. Now, my first reason why you should draw is it can serve as a connection to you. Now, like I said, art is about the kind of feelings that it portrays. And so when you do art, you attach a certain feeling to the kind of art that you make. This is really good for mental exercises, because you are able to connect with something you make, and it's a conscious effort to make that connection. This is especially good for people who would like to increase their focus on things, or who would like to remain focused on something for a very long time. Now, my second reason you should draw is art makes you develop abilities to focus and think. I know I've said this in the previous point, but I want to hit on that again because it's very important. The processes and techniques and principles that come with art help you to be able to focus on one thing for a long time. It would be very good for people who have, gained a shorter attention span and would like to be more focused in life after they realize they've been all over the place and haven't really ended up with anything, profitable. And so you can turn to art and try to focus on these things. They can help you to retain that attention span for a longer time. My third point is art reduces anxiety and stress. Now, like I said, if you do not know how to draw, you can use a coloring book. You can get one online or print one or buy one, and you can just color it, just maybe crayons or pencils or markers or watercolors, anything really. The focus is trying to fill in the shapes or the things you see with these colors are going to reduce any kind of stress or anxiety. Trust me, I have tried it a couple times. Art is very therapeutic. It's amazing. I'm so sorry, I've been using amazing for like 100 times in the video already. But back to what I was saying. I have tried it myself, and art is very therapeutic. Trust me, it can calm you down if you do decide to give time to it. And my next point is it teaches you how to cope with mistakes. If you do want to get ahead in art, and you think that after everything you've seen you'd want to delve deeper into the trenches of art, then you should see that art really teaches us how to behave with mistakes, because trust me, when it comes to art, you are going to make a lot of mistakes, like a lot of them. But like I said, that I've been learning and trying to put more effort into studying art these days, I noticed that the mistakes are going to come, but the point is to keep going, even if it feels like you haven't learned anything. Keep going, and you would find a very tactical way concerning how you will be dealing with mistakes. And this can, like I said in my points for why I draw, that it can influence lifestyle. Yeah. It's just really good when it comes to learning a lot of things. And my last point is art is fun. I mean, come on. People think it's a lot of work when they look at, advanced work and very complicated compositions made by artists, and they go, whoa, I can never do that. It's way too much for me. Trust me, there is much, much simpler art out there that you can make anytime and anywhere. Trust me, sometimes you don't even need the fancy supplies. You could just work with a pen and a book. Anything goes, really. What matters is you are able to express what you feel on the paper. Now, I'm glad if you were able to stick with me up till now. I am so glad that you were able to get my side of things concerning art, and I hope that these points would be good enough to prompt you into giving art a chance. It really shouldn't be serious in the beginning. Just try your hands and see how it works out for you. However, in the meantime, I would leave you to enjoy the rest of this drawing process. It was a fun time. It was a bit stressful in the beginning, but I just realized I've contradicted myself up. Anyway, it's that in that point in art where you'd have to use your analytical side and your creative side at the same time. But trust me, once you're done with the hardest part, everything comes easily. So thank you once again for watching the video. I hope that you share with your friends so that they can hear what I have to say as well, and maybe we can build a community together here where we can learn about the things that art has to offer us. I hope that I will see you in my next video, and thank you for joining me with this one as well. Bye.